there guys, it's Alice here. I am a doula, a childbirth educator, and I spin the wheel to see what topic we're going to cover today. You guys ready? Let's do it. Okay, today we're talking about the TENS unit. So the TENS unit, it's actually been on the wheel for a little while, and I've had my unit right over here just in case I spin it, and so we did. So let's talk about it today. Let me grab it. I'm back. So the TENS unit it's actually a device that is used a lot in physical therapy, and the purpose of it is really follows, if you are familiar with the gate control theory of pain. So what that means is your nerve endings are sending information to your brain about what sensations they are experiencing, the nerves are experiencing. So at all times, your brain is getting all these little, all of these pieces of information about pain and sensation in general. And with the TENS unit is a device that you put electrodes on your body. Usually it's on your back in labor, and it emits this little sensation, kind of like a tingly, prickly, sort of like an electric shock sensation on your back. And then because of that sensation, your contractions, you're not feeling that intensity as much of your contractions, especially, and the TENS unit is especially helpful when you are experiencing back labor. So you might have heard of this, you might haven't. It kind of depends on what area of the world you're from. So TENS machines are very popular in Canada, and they're more popular in the UK than they are in the US. TENS units these days, I find that often are used by people that have a doula. So doulas often carry them in their bag as one of their tools. That's why I have one. Or if there's someone who uses it, has used it in physical therapy before. But it's a pretty easy to use device. So this is the controller, and you have different controls. You can change the intensity of the impulse on your back, the little pulses. You can change the rhythm of the pulses on your back, and you can change the different sides. So the way that the electrodes go on is on your back, and they usually go, let me see if I can find a picture in my book. They usually, oh, here we go. They go in a placement like this, so that you have just below your bra line and just above your panty line. Very easy to remember. And you put them on your back. The electrodes, let me show you what those look like. They are like stickers that just stick right on your back, and you should be able to use one set of electrodes throughout your labor, so that here they are. And after they go on your back, so you have 4, and they plug into the machine with your cord, and they're just sticky. That you should, if you want to use this throughout labor, you can put the electrodes on, and then if you want to get into the water, you'll need to take them off. So if you're going to take advantage of the shower or the tub, you would take the electrodes off. And then when you take them off, if you put them nicely back on this little paper, then you can put them back on for later in labor. The TENS unit it's another tool for our toolbox. When we're thinking about how to deal with pain, how to manage pain in labor, this is a very non-invasive, easy to use way to manage labor pain. Now there's a cost associated with it, because you likely you won't have access to these if you're in the US, likely from the hospital. So it would be something that either your doula would provide. You could rent or borrow from a doula if you don't have a doula, or you could purchase your own, and they run about $80 or so, and then with the electrodes as well. So I would, if you're thinking about using this in labor, get access to it beforehand, or ask your doula about it beforehand and try it out, or at least talk about it, about using it. So again, it's another tool in your toolbox. Sometimes it will provide great comfort in labor, and I've had people just really have it on, and they mess around with the dial. It might be just a form of distraction too, which is fine. And it could be something that could be very beneficial, especially if you're experiencing labor in the back, maybe from an OP baby, which we have a video on here and I'll link down below. This could be a good tool. So the TENS unit, and I'll put a link below to a TENS unit so you can check it out, or if you're interested in purchasing one for your labor bag, or if you are a doula for your doula bag. Do note that if you are certified with Dona International, they do require a training before you use a TENS machine. So just something to know if that is you and you are watching. Thanks for joining me today. If you guys have questions about the TENS unit for birth and labor, leave them down below. And if you have any questions, I would love to hear from you, and just shoot them down below the video, and subscribe, and you'll find out which topic is going to be next on our next spin. Thanks guys. Talk to you next time. Bye.